ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Marvel Legends action figure review on the Marvel Legends Hasbro Pulse exclusive XForce 3-pack of Rictor, Domino, and Cannonball. If you're trying to pick these up, you can do so. I just said it's a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, but if you're trying to get your other Marvel Legends, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
Alright, down there, I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And oh man, we finally got a Rictor. This is the one I'm most excited for over here. Of course, we got Domino and the Cannonball. You can see the Series 2 X-Men trading cards on the side, or printed on there anyway. Then you have each of the characters. No bios or anything like that. I liked that with the other 3-pack, or the Excalibur 3-pack anyway, but nice images regardless. And then on the side you can see those same 3 images again, and then you get a spot varnished X logo on the top. Not much more at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's all 3 figures out of the packaging. Some of it familiar, a lot of it definitely new, so let's get a closer look at the accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the figures. You can see that we have the same explosion effect that we'd gotten from Cannonball last time, except it does look different. I do like this new one a lot more than this older one right over here. I like the added bit of white that they've added. They also gave it a little bit of a metallic sheen. I mean, they're both very glossy, but yeah, I just like this one a whole lot more. I'm considering possibly repainting this blue so that I have an effect for my Hydro Man. I think that'd be a neat custom to do, right? I've not been keeping up with my customs, but yeah, I'll show off the legs in a little bit when we look at the Cannonball figure. You can see these effects right over here. We've seen so many times before, and I think these are appropriate for Rictor, so I don't mind at all. And he comes with his signature flat hands when he's using his powers, and of course he comes with fisted hands, which I really do like that he comes with these as well. For the Domino figure, I'm not nearly as excited about her coming with fisted hands because I'm going to have her holding a gun the whole time, but I still appreciate having the interchangeable parts right there. Then you can see Domino comes with these 2 guns. We get this one right over here, which looks totally fake to me, you know, but yeah, I like the silver paint added to it. This gun is really cool. I do like this one. I think it's brand new, and it's kind of weird how this piece comes all the way back right over here, but I do like it. Fortunately, no holes or anything so that you could plug in effects though. That would have been nice. So here's looking at Cannonball, and we have seen this head sculpt before. It is painted just a bit differently from the Wendigo version, so you can see that we have more brown on this, and they have blue for those goggles. And then, you know, the facial expression is exactly the same. Hair paint is a bit different, a little bit more sloppy with the wash right over here than on this one. But with this guy, we do get a different head sculpt, which is cool to have. And then here we have our calmer Sam Guthrie over here with different goggles. Like, the goggles are actually totally different than they are on this one right over here. So you get the little buckles painted right there. And the hair sculpt looks slightly different, I guess. Or they could have just reused. Nope, it's a different hair sculpt. So pretty cool looking. Now, one thing that's kind of driving me nuts is that I wanted to choose which upper torso to go with the new lower legs, and I was just going back and looking at X-Force number 17, and within that one issue, you see him with the purple shirt, and then just a couple pages later, in the same issue, he has a white shirt. This is all before Boom Boom changes the costumes and stuff, which I'll talk about more in just a minute, but yeah, you can see this looks pretty good with the gray over the jacket and everything, and you have the gray gloves going on right over here, and then with the older one you have the white shirt and brown gloves and everything. Both of them look really good. I don't know which one I'm going to go with. Well, I'm probably going to have them still displayed with the explosion effect. Like, seriously, it's cool he has the legs, but that never really pissed me off that much because I'm still going to have him displayed using his power set, and I don't know what to tell you. But it is fun to pose him around having legs. So, unless I'm mistaken, these are Bucky Cap legs, and then we have these new boots right over here that have this nice stitching pattern coming around. A little bit of paint coming off, but I do like how these boots look right here. Nice wrinkles and everything on the back, and it has peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So you're just looking at Domino, or it could be Copycat. What a weird way to introduce a character, right? Because Copycat was impersonating Domino, and I like that you could have another character in the collection. I'm probably going to still have her as Domino, but if you want her as Copycat, I guess you can do that. But anyway, I do like the head sculpt. I like how the headpiece is added to this and everything. The paint apps look okay. I just don't like how far apart the eyes are from each other. It just looks like there's just too much space between the eyes, and the way this mouth is sculpted is just a little bit weird. It's like, I don't know, it's like she's just going like she just ate something spicy or something. I don't know. But anyway, there's the side of the hair. You get that bob haircut and everything, looking pretty good. And then you can see the new upper torso right here. Nicely detailed paint applications with those buttons. And then we have the pinless double jointed elbows right here, looking fantastic with that metallic pink color. I do like that a lot. See this side right over here, looking pretty dope. And then here's the back of the figure. And then we get this belt, which I think we've seen before. And then the whole lower torso and legs we've seen hella times before already, except for this added band right here. I'm just a little curious why they didn't go with the new Shriek legs. I'm assuming that Shriek figure was developed after they'd worked on all of this, or else why would they not include the pinless legs? You know what I mean? So it's just kind of weird to me. And if they had those legs and they didn't use them, then what the hell, Hasbro? That makes no sense. But yeah, you could see, that blue coming through there. It's just like a couple of eyes on each side. Looks weird, but it looks fine on this side, of course. Then we get the same feet that we've seen with these Kate Bishop legs before, and you get peg holes at the bottom of the feet. So here's looking at Rictor, one of our few Hispanic superheroes, one of my favorite actually, and I really like how the hair came out on this guy. He doesn't have a receding hairline like the AOA Cyclops or anything, but really good sculpt on this. No paint variation with the hair, but I think it's very well sculpted and everything. And the face kind of reminds me of the Madrix figure. For some reason when I look at this, I see the Jamie Madrix head sculpt, but it's not the same. They look similar, but it's not the same. This is his costume, but unfortunately at the same time, Boom Boom changes everybody else's costumes, so kind of like with the Excalibur 3-pack, we have an inconsistency going on here, but, I'm still happy, man. I'm stoked to get this character, and with this particular outfit and everything. And then you can see that we get the scarf right there, and then we have these really cool silver plastic pieces for the shoulder pads that actually have a little bit of brown mixed in there, which I think is a really cool touch. And then you can see the upper torso has that red paint over it, and when you articulate that upper torso, you're going to break up the X. I like how they've done this. Rather have this than give us something with, a stationary X and you can't move that ab crunch. So I'm happy to have the articulation there. We've seen these bands before and everything with the Proud Star figure. Then you can see right there on the back, we get that whole peg and everything. Nice belt. I like the attention to detail with the paint. And then you can see these wristlets will come off on you when you switch the hands, so be careful with that. No pinless. We have one side pinless right here with the boots. You can see these added knee pads. Deco came out very clean right there for the blue. And then you can see the back of the figure right there. Nice boots and everything. I like the little gunmetal spikies that we're seeing right here, and he has peg holes at the bottom of the feet. Now, I'm not giving each figure its own articulation segment. There's really not a whole lot of new going on with the Rictor figure. Definitely nothing new going on here with the Cannonball. We know how these legs work. We've seen these before. The boots rotate, the ankles move up and down, and he has ankle pivot and everything. Similar thing with Rictor, like these are new boots and stuff, but yeah, you can move or bend the legs that much, and ankles move down and up and ankle pivot. I do wish that he had butterfly joints. I am irritated that you can't really move these shoulders forward so you can get that whole clapping gesture going like how he's supposed to have. So that does bum me out. I'm able to kind of do it, bending the elbows a bit and stuff, but yeah, it's frustrating to deal with that. With the hair, he's still able to look up a little bit, and he can move down, turn side to side, a little bit of head wobbling right there, and you can get the shoulders moving outward that much. And then with the Domino figure, just this right side has a horizontal hinge on the wrist. All the other hands have a vertical up and down movement. You can see with the neck joint right here, we don't have a hinge, but she can look up very far. She will look down that much, turn side to side. Really good head pivoting too. And then the shoulders will move outward very far. It feels like she has butterfly joints in there, right? Like you can see this shifting forward and back. I don't know. Maybe it's just, for this whole system with the shoulder pads, because when you rotate all the way around, the shoulder pads do move with it. So that's cool. You get the bicep swivel, beautiful pinless double jointed elbows, and then the torso articulation can turn side to side at the diaphragm, pivot, move forward and back a little bit. Now to measure out these three figures, you can see that Cannonball is standing right at about the 6.5 inch mark, and then we have Domino standing just, of course, a little bit shorter than 6.5 inches, and then Rictor over here just a tiny bit over that 6.5 inch mark. Then I wanted to compare the two Cannonball figures side by side, and yeah, the effects right here just look so much better than they did on this one right over here. One thing I didn't really point out earlier is that I am able to get the arms to move in a little bit more on this newer figure than the older one. I did squish in the arms as much as I could with this one and that one, and you can see we do get more range of movement over here with the newer figure. Then for a Domino comparison, you can see the 3-pack Domino next to the last Domino that we got. I think I'm going to call this my 90s Domino, and this will be my more contemporary XForce Domino, but I wanted to see if I could do a head swap. Ooh, that's kind of tricky to do, but it doesn't look bad. Hey, that does not look bad at all. That fits on there nicely. And then, hey, that one's kind of cool too. You know, they both kind of work, man. You know, even the headdress piece right here is kind of weird, but pretty neat to see that. And then here's Rictor next to Thunderbird, and you can see clearly a lot of the same reused parts, not all exactly the same. I do like having the shoulder pads up here. It really does help a lot with the scarf shoulder pads. It just fills everything out a whole lot better than it did with this figure over here, but still wish we had the butterfly joints. Then for our 90s XForce Team lineup, you can see we have Warpath, Cable Domino, Cannonball, Rictor, Shatterstar, Boom Boom, and Sunspot. And yeah, I threw in the Deadpool over there. It doesn't really count. I know. But yeah, we do need to get a feral figure. Can't wait to see that on the Tigra body, or at least the limbs used with that and everything. And then, yeah, we have that closed mouth siren coming soon. Then here's the 3 XForce figures. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown SpiderMan. Well, I know your epic farts can make the ground shake. Then his epic farts, well, his whole butt explodes. Well, I can fly with my farts too. Check it out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love to the channel by simply clicking that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thank you to all these people that support this content via the Patreon and membership. If you're in a position to do so and you want the perks, check it out, link below. And these figures are a lot of fun, and I'm happy to have them, especially the Rictor figure more than anything else, because it's the first time we've gotten a Rictor, so I'm stoked for that. I love the updated 90s Domino / copycat, and of course, you know, the updated legs with Cannonball. I like that Hasbro goes back and kind of fixes things or fulfills the requests of the consumers. So I think that's really neat to have it, even though I wasn't even really that bummed out about not having legs in the first place. Still gonna have him displayed with the explosion effect, but you know, with Cannonball and his whole leadership role with the team, having him with legs is cool to have. You want to have him in the front sometimes, you know. But anyway, yeah, these figures are awesome, but well, they're cool, but not totally awesome because there's still some things that bug me about them. But anyway, at the price point of around $60 for this 3-pack set, I'm going to give it a Sud rating of...
I love it!
I'm really happy to have the Rictor figure. However, I do have the issues with the figures. You know, lack of butterfly joints on Rictor, and then, I don't know. That's really my biggest complaint with the set. I guess not getting the pinless knees on Domino really bothers me too. So there are things that bother me about these figures. However, I gotta say, I really do like them a lot, and I'm very happy to have this set, and I'd like to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest Marvel news, you can find that all over at marvelousnews.com, and if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok, and I will catch you guys later. Peace! Then you get a...
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face.